Welcome to the Blitz. I'm Frankie Tovar.
I'm Angelina Martin.
This week we have a Division 5 quarterfinal playoff game. Number 3 Sonora hosting number 6 Hilmar.
Hilmar and Sonora played on September 10th, and Hilmar won 28-21, and they're looking for an upset tonight.
And the winner of this matchup will go on to face the winner of Casa Roble versus Union Mine in the semifinals. So let's check out the Friday night highlights. Hilmar got the ball first, but it was Sonora who struck first. The Wildcats looking to make a statement on their opening drive with a 15-yard run by Jack Team on the pitch. And 2 plays later, there's a very convincing fake handoff. Who has the ball? Quarterback Bradley Curnow does, along with a first down on an 18-yard run. And it's Curnow who caps the 7-play drive with a 1-yard sneak for a touchdown. Sonora leads 6-0 after a failed PAT.
Hilmar hits a home run response on the first play of its ensuing possession. Jason Pimentel connects with Derek Taylor, and it's a 27-yard touchdown. Except it isn't. There's holding on the play. That's followed by a sack from Aaron Greenway, and the Jackets are forced to attempt a 41-yard field goal, which is blocked by Roger Alderman. The ball is scooped up and returned to the 50-yard line. Look at him go. What a play.
What a play indeed. But after all that excitement, Sonora is forced to punt. And one great special teams play is followed by another. Blake Westmoreland reaches for the sky and blocks the punt. The ball falls into the hands of Brock Perry, and he's off to the races. That's a 37-yard return for a touchdown and the play of the game. Hilmar takes the lead 6-7 in the final minute of the first quarter.
Big play for the Jackets, but Sonora is not letting up. Curnow hits Chance Pimentel, who breaks 1 tackle, extends the play, and then breaks 2 more on his way to a 32-yard pickup. That's followed by another pass to Pimentel, who picks up 14 yards across the middle to set up a 3-yard touchdown run from Cooper Moberg. After a failed 2-point conversion, Sonora leads 12-7.
The Wildcats looking to add another score before the half, but instead of a touchdown, they're dealt an interception. That's Pimentel's second interception in as many weeks, but it's of little consequence. Sonora gets the ball back and makes it count with a 6-play scoring drive. Here's Greenway with a 14-yard run, which he follows up with a 12-yard touchdown right up the gut. Sonora enters halftime with an 18-7 lead.
Now before we get into the second half highlights, let's recognize our sponsor.
Are you a buyer looking to purchase your ideal home? Are you a seller wanting to get top dollar for your home? No matter what your real estate goals are, if you're looking to win in this market, Michael Rocha is your go-to realtor. Voted best realtor by 209 Magazine and Turlock Journal Reader's Choice, Michael Rocha has a proven track record of success throughout the Central Valley. Find out what Michael Rocha can do for you and your real estate needs by contacting him today at 209-485-5228. You can also stay up to date with Michael by following him on Instagram and on Facebook.
I want you to grab someone next to you, all right? And I want to tell them that you got their back, all right? You're going to do your job, all right? So we're going to do our job, and we're going to come back, and we're going to win this game, all right? Let's go. This ain't going to be the last senior game they're going to see. No, sir. We're going to go out there, we're going to get a blue, all right? After this. You hear me, baby? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, let's put the fear of God in these motherfuckers. Jackets on 3, 1, 2, 3. Jackets!
Powerful stuff, and it wasn't lip service. Hilmar's defense delivers on the first play of the half as Pimentel recovers the fumble at the 24-yard line. Q. Perry, who literally runs through several Sonora defenders. There are half a dozen Wildcats trying to take Perry down, but he refuses to quit. That was a 17-yard run, and on the very next play, Pimentel notches a 5-yard touchdown run. The score is 18-15 after a successful pass to Taylor on the 2-point conversion attempt. I think we have a ball game on our hands.
I think you're right, Frankie. After forcing a 3-and-out, Hilmar decides to go back to Taylor. No surprise there. Beautiful pass and catch as Taylor runs down the sideline with a 56-yard pickup, and that leads to Perry's second touchdown of the night from 7 yards out. And just like that, Hilmar retakes the lead 18-22.
Sonora is unfazed as its offense keeps rolling. Curnow hits a wide open team, and a 47-yard completion is added to the stat sheets. He's out at the 20-yard line, but he isn't finished. Here's an 18-yard run from the junior Wildcat that directly leads to a 2-yard touchdown plunge from the quarterback. Another lead change. Sonora is up 25-22.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a battle because these two teams are going tit for tat. Pimentel rips a 25-yard run on 3rd and 10, and on the very next play, it's Perry's turn. Sweet stiff arm as he rumbles his way to a 25-yard run of his own. And with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the third quarter, Perry punches it in for a 3-yard touchdown. Hilmar leads 25-29.
And several possessions later, we have a Hilmar punt. The ball is bobbled a bit, but Andre Alves recovers and delivers a booming punt. Beautiful bounce, and Sonora is pinned at its 5-yard line. But wait a minute, what's going on? The ref says Sonora touched the ball. Jax Bronco picks it up, and he's in the end zone. It's 25-35, and Sonora is in trouble.
And that's a heartbreaking play for Sonora as this game comes down to the wire. Curnow is trying to dig his team out of a hole here. Instead, he drops back and throws his second pick of the game. Taylor comes down with the jump ball. Being 6'3" helps when you're trying to get picks. The Wildcat defense forces a 3-and-out, however, and Curnow is again clawing for redemption. That's a 15-yard run from the quarterback. That's followed by a 9-yard run from Greenway, who almost loses the football. Sonora eventually finds the end zone, but time is expired, and that effort is too little, too late. Hilmar High School with the improbable second-half comeback and 4-point playoff victory.
Hey, everybody take a knee. Hey, we're hosting home, baby.
We were a whole different team when we played them earlier in the regular season, but offensively, defensively, and they were a whole different team too. And this time, the second time around was way better, and we were both a way better team, and it was a good, hard fight for both sides. We had to stop the run because we knew the pass game was not their strength. And once we stopped the run, I mean, that's all we had to do. I mean, we made some changes in the second half, and that really helped us out. Yeah, the first half, I mean, we were super lackadaisical, and we made some changes at halftime, and it totally turned us around. And I mean, that's all that I can say. We're a second half team. It's not about me, it's about the team. We all worked our butts off this week. Thank you to the line, the coaches, defense. I mean, we work our butts off during practice and it pays off, and we just got to continue that throughout the week.
Congratulations to Pimentel on another great game and a playoff victory that lands his team in the semifinals. That was a game for the ages and maybe candidate for best game of season 9 of the Blitz. Now, it's that time of the episode where we get into the numbers, the team totals. Hilmar High, 223 yards of offense. Sonora High, 399 yards of offense. A big turnaround from the first half where Hilmar only had 27 yards of total offense. That's crazy.
Frankie, turnovers were definitely the difference in this game. Hilmar collected 3 and they surrendered none. And of course, we got to get into the individual player stats. We had some great performances from the Yellow Jackets. Jason Pimentel, the player of the game, he was 3 of 7 in passing with 74 passing yards, and he came up with 2 of Hilmar's turnovers. Brock Perry, we heard his name a lot tonight. The running back collected 60 rushing yards on 14 carries with 2 touchdowns, and he also had a touchdown on special teams.
Let's go to the Wildcats for a minute because they played a hell of a game. The quarterback, Bradley Corno, 10 for 25, 181 passing yards, and 2 interceptions, unfortunately, but he also had 50 rushing yards on 9 carries and 3 touchdowns. Excellent stat line. As for the running back, number 44, Aaron Greenway, the big boy rushed for 74 yards on 10 carries and 1 touchdown, and he was also a force to be reckoned with on defense.
Valiant effort by the Wildcats. They have to feel good about what they did Friday night, but ultimately it was Hilmar that came out on top.
And Hilmar, not only did they get the improbable second half comeback, they were also handed a home playoff game because Casa Roble upset Union Mine on the road in a very closely contested game. So that means Hilmar High is back at home in the semifinal, and they're looking to punch another ticket for another blue banner.
there's nothing sweeter than a home semifinal game.
You can rest assured that the Yellow Jackets will be pumped up for next week, and you can rest assured that the Blitz will be there to cover all the action. You can find that game as well as all the other games from Season 9 of the Blitz on turlockjournal.com, and you can follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook if you follow at Turlock Journal. So until next week, I'm Frankie Tovar.
I'm Angelina Martin.
Thank you for tuning in to the Blitz.